In hard times, it's essential that you be the right leader. What I mean by that is every company I know goes through good times and bad times. Things are working and then they're not working. People are doing a great job, but then they're not. The systems used to work and then they're not. Innovation was coming and then all of a sudden we can't get a breakthrough. Whatever it is, these are just cycles. But what I know to be true is you gotta have the right leadership to weather the storm.
Welcome to Grow Think Tank. This is the one and only place where you will get insight from the founders and the CEOs of the fastest growing privately held companies. I am the host. My name is Gene Hammett. I help leaders and their teams navigate the defining moments of their growth. Are you ready to grow?
Today we want to talk about hard times. When you're running your business and you have, a product market fit and you are starting to get traction, things feel really good. And that might last for a while. You might be able to ride that wave for a year or 2 years or even a decade. But I know for sure that every company I've ever seen goes through its own challenges. Tesla went through them. Amazon went through them. Every one of these big companies almost didn't make it. And so as you are probably have a much smaller business, you're not immune to this pattern of that sometimes it gets hard. And the right leadership is essential for you to weather the storm. I want to share with you just a few insights because a lot of my clients are going through some tough times through recession. Maybe their strategy isn't working. Maybe it's a people issue as they continue to grow. And I just want to give you a little bit more insight around that, give you some tools even. And it's been weighing on me because I don't want to see any entrepreneurs and leaders struggle out there. So my name is Gene Hammett. I'm a founder. I do CEO coaching, and we create companies that are no longer founder dependent, where the founder is the central driving force of the business, and that's where a lot of our listeners are coming from. We help them create a team-driven company, which means there's leaders at every level, and they're not having to do all of the work themselves. That founder, all that dependency gets hard and leads to burnout. And so we create that team-driven approach in the culture, and it's a combination of things that we do. And if you're curious about the work we do, you can sign up for a free training.coreelevation.com. It will give you the steps we take our clients through absolutely for free. And all you have to do is sign up. Just go to training.coreelevation.com. Now, let's dive into this. In hard times, it's essential that you be the right leader. What I mean by that is every company I know goes through good times and bad times. Things are working and then they're not working. People are doing a great job, but then they're not. The systems used to work and then they're not. Innovation was coming and then all of a sudden we can't get a breakthrough. Whatever it is, these are just cycles. But what I know to be true is you got to have the right leadership to weather the storm. There's so many cliches around this. Great salesmen or great sailors were not built in calm seas. And I'm paraphrasing there because I'm probably, butchered that. But you understand what I'm saying. Like you're probably, if you're listening to this, you're probably going through something. Now, we'll tell you my background just a little bit. I ran a very successful business from 2001 to 2010, and we did over 40 million in revenue. It was a sports tour company, traveled the world. I can make it sound glamorous. But in 2010, I lost everything. I had to reinvent myself. I was broken. In fact, I was shattered. My identity as an entrepreneur was just at rock bottom. And I was willing to do the work to rebuild myself. And it wasn't easy. It took many years, but I rebuilt myself into who I am today. And I'm glad I went through it. I'm not going to blame anyone else. It was my decisions to trust my partner, but the money that was given, the $3 million, gone. All that being said, I'm glad I went through that so I could become the person I am today. So if you're going through something, maybe there's a silver lining to this. You're going to become a stronger version of yourself, more grit, more resilience, more perseverance. Maybe it's more confidence, but you have to go through these things. You can't just wish them away. You can't wish it was easier. You have to be the right leader. So I'm going to just tell you a few things that will help you. One of them is something I remind my clients all the time. Jim Carrey said this in a commencement speech many years ago, and I know he's the funny man, but this is not such a humorous thing. But and I'm paraphrasing when he said this, is, I don't know if it's true, but I have decided this for me, that life happens for me, not to me. Let's break that down a little bit. Life happens for him. That means anything that's coming back that's a negative feedback, it's not where he wants to be. It's happening for him. And he's decided that that is the truth for him. Is it the absolute truth? Probably not. Sometimes it's made up in our head, the stories that we tell each other, good and bad. In this case, he's making up a story saying, oh, I'm going through this. And I've been through that. The story I told you, I've been through these tough times. And I've come out the other side and I look back, I needed to change who I was as a husband, as a father, and an entrepreneur, and a leader. And so if you think that someone else is to blame for your problems, if you're the victim, it really is going to set you back until you have the right approach to this and you're able to move beyond that. So life happens for you, not to you, is one of those quotes that really guides me when life is not going well for me. So I share that with you as just a tool that you can think about this. I know it's hard if you're going through something right now, but if you look back at other places in your life where you've gone through something, you'll remind yourself that you had to do that for a reason. It taught you something. It gave you something. What did it give you? Write it down. Be specific. Go through 2 or 3 or 5 of these or 10 of these, whatever you've got in your history. Deepen that understanding that what you're going through is not because you're a victim. It is happening for you. And if you can get to there faster than I did, you'll be further along. It took me years to get to that. And that was 16 years ago. It's a lifetime for many of us. The second tool I want to give you in this is a phrase that will also often come up with my clients. In the midst of a breakdown, you've got to be bigger than the breakdown. In the midst of a breakdown, you've got to be bigger than the breakdown. I don't know where I got this quote from. I'm probably plagiarizing it from someone, and I wish I could give credit for it, but it means a lot to me. In the midst of the world crumbling in around me, my job is not to cry and be there. I might do that for a moment, but I'm not going to stay there. I know now that I've got to be bigger than what I'm going through. And if I stand tall, lead by example, if I lead my people, if I inspire them to rally through whatever we're going through, the people that stuck with me will be rewarded and we will all grow together. And I do believe this, and I share this with you because if you're going through hard times, I'm talking directly to you. And I know we all go through these times, but I do believe that it happens for you, not to you. And in the midst of a breakdown, you've got to be bigger than the breakdown. It takes the right leadership to endure the hard times. And what's on the other side is a new version of yourself. And that, my friends, my audience, that's what I wanted to share with you today. My name is Gene Hammett, founder, coach, and CEO coach. I'm doing my life's purpose. If I can help you in any way, help you grow your business, help you create a team-driven approach, help you get out of the founder dependency you're in, whatever gets your attention, let's talk about it. Send me an email, gene@genehammett.com. I'd love to chat with you. What are you going through? Be there for you, give you some insight, and it's absolutely free. If you want to send me that email, I'll be here for you. When you think of growth, and you think of Growth Think Tank. As always, the courage. We'll see you next time.